Welcome back to 20 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
I'm Red.
And I'm Malman.
As promised, we're in the dungeons. I didn't lie about that. How about that?
They got a nice boiler down here. Just some straight up magma.
Yeah, it's, location is everything, and they just happen to be kind of close, really deep underground.
Yeah. I mean, depending on how far down you go, it can either be very warm or very cold. But I imagine dungeons are usually cold, so it's a nice consideration for the poor tortured souls down here to have some warmth.
Central heating system for the prisoners.
Yeah.
Who are all dead, but it's
dead from malnourishment and complete ignorance. But little details.
Yeah.
Honestly, this feels less like a dungeon now and more like a giant meat locker.
Ew.
Oh God, that's
Well, considering these are monsters, I mean, they're probably...
Well,
Yeah.
that's a fair point.
Well, in that case, maybe close up the lava. Oh my God, you're actually...
Yeah, the discs of repulsion actually do a little bit of damage.
Yeah,
That's pleasant to
tiny.
discover.
I killed an Etten with a bunch of them. It was great.
And now I'm kind of sad that every time we've encountered enemies near ledges, you haven't been using the discs of repulsion to push them off
Sorry.
to their doom.
That is a fun way to kill enemies.
That's something that's not in my Hexen repertoire yet.
It
I
can
think
be
the
hard
co-op
to
stream will
switch your
teach us.
inventory. It can be hard to switch your inventory on time, or to remember the hotkey to use it.
That's true. Speaking of switches, the one I just pressed opened one of these cages, and you actually have to press that switch a bunch of times in order to proceed, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
You'll see. Well,
What is it, like a crank?
I don't know what it is. It's a moon switch. Push it a bunch of times? I don't know.
Each time you hit it, keeps on opening one of these little tiny cells, and it will stop doing stuff after you hit it enough times. This kind of allows you to go at your own pace if you want to deal with a whole ton of centaurs at once, or just one or two at a time.
Yep. And the ultimate thing is...
It's actually kind of nice for what the game... Kind of nice in the game.
Yeah. And the ultimate thing you get for doing that is that switch in the center of the cages. That lets you get up here. More dungeons. No dragons yet, but... Well, that was in Hub
darn.
2, so...
Dragons,
technically...
then dungeons.
You're not going to see the dragons anymore.
Well, I mean, not in this particular set of maps.
Yeah, I was trying to not... I was trying not to bring that up.
Sorry.
Not in this game.
I actually don't remember what you... I think there's a key or something in this map? I don't know.
This is... I don't really like this level. It's kind of odd. They put a place you have to go to in a really obtuse location.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could be said for a lot of the Hub 4 maps, in my opinion.
Even more so than normal.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the first time I played this map, I was stuck for like an hour not knowing what to do, and I think it was that switch you had to press over and over again, because I wouldn't think you would actually have to do that.
This level also seems to have a very high respawn rate for Ettins.
Yeah, that's true.
They are constantly respawn. They will eventually constantly respawn in that big central room with the lava pit.
Yep. I think that switch was progress, not sure though, but, any switch could be progress. Okay, I remember what you have to do in this map, and it was stupid, and also a reason why I got stuck for like an hour in this recording that I just now remembered happened. You'll see.
Oh boy.
It involves this cave.
Yes, is it finding the exit?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I don't like about it. It's It's so counterintuitive. You would not think of doing this.
Well, yeah, especially considering the rest of the traps in this hub. It's
Yeah,
kind
normally
of
doing what you have to do here gets you killed.
What?
it's
exactly.
frankly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Also, I don't know when I ran out of all the flasks and flechettes, but you know, I'm not in the best of ways right now.
You're still kicking, and that's what counts. I think I made my argument about 1 health before.
Life 4.
I don't think that was in Hexen specifically, but...
Yeah, no, I remember when you were talking about it. I just don't remember which video, because we've done so gosh darn many.
I'm fairly certain it was Doom.
Yeah,
Bet
one of
you're
those
missing
Doom
the,
videos.
Yeah, you've got 1 health. You're still in pretty good shape compared to all the people you murdered on your way here.
Bet you're missing the cleric's steal, HP steal.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
man,
be pretty
I forgot
nice.
about that. Yeah, no kidding.
But
Wait, are you
alas,
actually...
I am but a mage.
Are you resorting to discs of repulsion for extra damage? Is that what
No.
I'm seeing here?
That's just
Okay.
the item I have out now, because I have 4 items.
The discs of
Okay.
repulsion are fairly decent against those bishops because that's kind of the point of the discs of repulsion is they're really supposed to be used for blocking projectiles.
Right, so after clearing the level multiple times from its respawning enemies, I found progress. It was in the caves. There was a switch in one of the cubbies that leads to this little slime river here. You just give it a moment. There, I free some stalkers. I messed it up. Sorry. Tread carefully. Don't know what's in this dark tunnel.
It's a pit.
Well, I don't want to go down there, certainly.
Exactly.
Well, let's just go
Really?
anyway.
Logically,
Really?
it makes sense. You end up in the sewers.
Yeah.
But in practice, the game tells you repeatedly these pits are death.
Yeah, and
So
I believe in multiplayer, the person who jumps down there actually dies. So,
Well, yeah, because there's no level exit, so...
well, there is.
There
It
you
just
go.
happens after they hit the floor.
Oh, okay. So the fighter jumps down and his knees bend in the wrong direction, and then the wizard and the cleric come after and land on top of him for, you know, a cushion.
Yeah,
Great.
and then they're all hanging out in the effluvium, and the fighter's got no weapons now. It's great.
It's alright, he can punch everything to death. He doesn't need weapons.
That's true.
That or make the mage jump down. He's wearing like a nice silky cloth robe, extra padding when the other two land on him, and
But that's
know,
not
finish the
that
job.
bad of a thing, Red. This is not Doom. Death in multiplayer in this game is very kind. You don't lose anything.
oh, really?
Yes, you just
Well then.
respawn without your armor at max health with the mana you and items and the weapons you had. So.
Speaking
okay
of,
then.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but the reason no pistol starts is because the game autosaves every map transition, so I don't even have to worry about that.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
nice.
This is not Doom in that
Because
regard.
you've clearly been dying and then showing up the next time with all your gear intact.
Yeah.
This game's more of an RPG in the sense that what progress you get is more or less yours to keep.
Okay, I can appreciate that. That is a very good design decision, I feel.
Considering how much you die in this game, yes.
Considering how bullshit it is, yes.
And also, that fact contributed to why a certain source port acts the way it is, but we'll get there further down the line.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
But yeah, we've got to search these just tanks full of sewage for the thing we need. I don't remember if it's a portal or a key.
And at least
Oh,
one of them
man.
has an instant death trap in it.
Yeah, it's about par for the course for Hexen. Of course.
That reminds me. That reminds me of a section of Half-Life, of all things. That room we were just in.
Where you have to go into the tanks, drain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, look, a mushroom.
Yeah, I popped it. Now there's just this there's noxious spores in the air.
Yep.
And I didn't know the disc of repulsion trick, unfortunately.
It's really hard to pull off unless you're a cleric. Almost impossible. You have to like just wait for the enemies to get into the right position. That is so not fun.
Right.
It's not even easy with the cleric because either you have to have the hotkeys memorized and be able to reach them easily, or you have to be really quick at going between items in inventory.
Right.
Neither is a particularly good option.
But yeah, the portal we took us to this remote location on the Forsaken Outpost that opens a door in the gibbet.
It's gibbet in this case. I think a gibbet is an actual... Someone's probably going to correct me, I'm sure.
Well, you know,
I mean,
it's pretty much par for the course as I have experienced.
Well, in this particular case, I understand the jib argument. I think gibbet is an actual term.
Right,
I
okay.
could be wrong.
I'm sure I could look it up on dictionary.com or something. But yeah, we're
Sure,
back in the gibbet. Apparently, I allegedly heard a door open upstairs. I mean, I didn't, but the game said I did, so I'm going upstairs. And this itty-bitty corner opened up.
If you don't know about it, yes, this takes a while to figure out.
Yeah, it's kind of obscure. But now
I wish they had just gotten rid of the bars. That would have been a lot
Key?
kinder.
Yeah,
I was about to ask, did they accidentally put the fighter's axe on this level?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can open the axe door. And
There's a bug here.
Yeah, I was gonna
Serious
say.
bug.
I'll explain it when we get to the specific point where it happens, because I've gotten stuck here before and was so upset.
Oh.
I've got multiple times. This is a case of do well, not perfect.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
kind of messed up. So, you know,
Those always suck.
it's a little arena fight, a bunch of enemies, kill them, next wave. Don't kill all these guys all the way. There've got to be at least 3 of them to let the next wave spawn. If there aren't 3, those walls won't lower, and you're just stuck in here forever. It's
Yes.
a weird scripting oversight where instead of having to kill all the monsters to proceed, you have to kill all but 3 or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even knowing about the bug, I occasionally still screw myself over.
It's really messed up. It's if you got stuck in Hexen here, that's why. Fun fact.
Ugh. Man, that's really terrible.
Yeah,
But as we specified, this game auto-saves on transition, so you don't exactly lose a lot of time.
yeah, and for some reason the Heresy Arc's back. We gotta kill him again.
It's our buddy!
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you gonna wand him to death?
No.
I would have laughed if that's what you did. I was like, man, that's hardcore.
That's too much more patience than I have. I will, get my blood scourge pushed back into my face though.
That's why the wand is okay. It's just it would take forever.
Yep. Like waiting for this guy's shield to disappear. Eh? The messed
One
up
of the
part
biggest
is
bonuses of playing the cleric.
yeah, the messed up part about the shield thing is too, it's active like as he's summoning it too, like he's doing that. Oh, also the things above his head are appearing now like they should have been last time. The shield is active before he actually finishes casting the spell, which is annoying.
Only a little bit, like at the very butt end of it. You can still mostly shoot him during that time.
This boss is annoying.
Only if you're playing the
Only if
wizard,
you're
in my
playing
opinion.
Hexen.
He's tolerable as when you play as the fighter.
Yeah, but that's still not great
Cleric
for a
is a
boss. The boss is supposed to be like the big thing that you want to fight and is a challenge, not a complete time-wasting nuisance.
I kind of like him when playing the fighter, because basically, you dodge the fireballs, and then you run in with the Quistis and hit him point blank with it several times when you get the opportunity. It's just a standard, wait for the weak point and then get him kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah,
I've heard...
fighter's also the most fun in general, so...
True.
Making it... Even if he's not great to fight as the fighter of all things, that says a lot about him, I feel.
Well, I would only say it sucks fighting him as the wizard.
Definitely sucks, yes.
Cleric would suck too if not for that bug.
I believe there's like an exploit, like he won't do any attacks if you're not in line of sight, but I don't know how you're supposed to hit him with anything other than flechettes. Oh, there you go. He's dead.
Now those little orbs that go off, that are above his head, they can kill you.
Yeah.
They blow up when they hit the ground.
Oh.
That was embarrassing to find out on my end.
Yep.
Oh.
And with that, that's the end of episode 4 of Hexen Beyond Heretic subtitle.
Well, I guess if it's any solace, as annoying as he is to fight, it must really suck to be very slowly poked to death by a really weak magical wand. God, stop it!
To death by a million mosquito. That's basically how the wizard plays, is you're a mosquito. A swarm of mosquitoes.
Well, good thing we won't... next time on Hexen, we're doing a different class. The one whose weapon I haven't gotten around to showing
We've teased about it. Now we will show God mode for this game.
That good? Even I don't know what's coming up.
It's a pretty decent weapon.
It's pretty good. It's, out of all the weapons, it is by far the most different one in this game, and it's different in a way that most people describe it as game breaking, and they're not too far off the mark.
I like game breaking. Game breaking is usually fun.
The problem with it, as I've mentioned in the past, is it just costs way too much mana. But if you're playing on the hardest difficulty mode, you get double mana. Ergo, all of a sudden, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Well, if it's game breaking, then I think it costs plenty of mana.
Yeah. But
I don't know what it is yet, so
you're gonna like it.
Talking out of my
it's
ass.
Good. It's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, that's all I'll say.
The end.
All right.
The end. Bye.
See you next time.